So being on the road and listening to a ton of podcasts, I was actually reminded again that the best way to get somebody to commit to something is to build a relationship and build some trust with that person, right? Now, interesting what I learned in this podcast is that there's some science behind it, and they say it takes 7 hours. You need to spend 7 hours with somebody for them to be able to trust you. Now, and I kind of relate to that because, fortunately, unfortunately, I do a lot of long haul flights. And when you sit somebody next to somebody for 10 hours, normally when you have a little bit of a conversation and a chat, you go like, I could have a beer with that person. And kind of same goes with golf, right? When you play with somebody for the first time, 9 or 18 holes, you're like, hey, I could see myself playing with that person again. And normally when you play with that person again and the relationship kind of gets better, then that person becomes sometimes part of your regular football, right? Because you've really built a good relationship, you build trust, and you know a lot about that person. And I think that's why people, like Will Robbins with the Scoring University, they, on terms of coaching, they make a really good point because, they want you to go out and play and they want you to go out and play golf with your students because that means that you actually build trust. So, you might be able to get them to commit to some coaching. So, what I would love you all to do is next time, you have golfers reaching out for help, and it could be if you're a general manager, director of golf, or a golf coach, you got any people that are reaching out and they actually want some help. Take them out there. Take them out there on the golf course. Build that relationship. Don't worry about selling them anything. Build that relationship. Try and build trust. Get to know that person and see how many of those golfers, when afterwards you offer them something, if it's either something around the membership or even just something that includes 3 hours of coaching, see how many of them will commit because you got that better relationship and you built that trust.